Welcome in, everybody, to South Warren Ballpark. Again, my name is Sam Reeves. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Franklin Duelers Baseball here this evening. Your Duelers coming in with a record of 5-2, taking on the Hoptown Hoppers from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. They are coming in with a record of 5-3. We're about 10 minutes away from the first pitch. As on the mound tonight for your Duelers will be Stephen Oates. Oates had one start on the road at the Full Count Rhythm this past weekend. Actually, I believe it was a week ago today, actually. As in that one start for Stephen Oates on the year, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs, all 3 were earned, 6 walks and 4 strikeouts. So he didn't allow a hit. That was the game where we only had 1 hit apiece per team, but he did walk a bunch of people, 6 batters to be exact, to go along with 4 Ks. So Steven will look to get back under control just a little bit better here this evening. The Hoppers and the Duelers, their first of 7 matchups here this season. As head coach Kyle Schexnader for your Duelers is at home plate visiting with the umpires. Kyle actually was the assistant for Hoptown last year. Gary Vaught, the head coach for the Hoppers, to join them. As we'll quickly go through the starting lineups here. First for the visiting Hoptown Hoppers. Leading off at shortstop, Joshua Rodriguez. Hitting second, the right fielder, Hunter Hayden. Batting third, the left fielder, Luis Vergara. Hitting fourth, the first baseman, Edmundo Alanis. Hitting fifth at catcher, Anthony Smith. Batting sixth, the designated hitter tonight for Hoptown, Fred Fernandez. Hitting seventh at third base, Jacob Dupps. Hitting eighth, the second baseman, Gavin Baxter. And batting ninth for the Hoppers here this evening will be the left fielder, the center fielder, Sean Sullivan. On the mound for the Hoppers tonight will be Garrett Blevins, a right-handed pitcher. On the other end, for your homestanding Franklin Duelers, they will start like this. Leading off, the right fielder, Jonathan Evans. Batting second, back at shortstop here this evening will be Jackson Musrock. Batting third in center field, Sam Slaughter. Hitting cleanup, the first baseman, Mark Castle. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Matt Jenkinson. Hitting sixth at second base, Rashad Robinson. Batting seventh as a designated hitter tonight, Jackson Norris. Batting eighth will be the catcher, Brett Roll. And hitting ninth will be the left fielder, Bryce Cape. On the mound again for your Duelers is Stephen Oates. So that is how we will line up to start this thing in about 5 minutes from right now. As the Duelers in their all blue uniforms, royal blue pants, royal blue tops, with the blue numerals and lettering trimmed in red. The Hoptown Hoppers in their road black uniforms with white pinstripes, red lettering and numerals trimmed in white with the road gray pants. So that is how we look here. A beautiful night for baseball once again for the Hoppers and the Duelers. While I have a chance and while I'm remembering to do so, let me let everybody know a rescheduled date between the Duelers and the Flash from the rainout last week has been determined. The Duelers will head to Henderson, Kentucky to take on the Flash on Tuesday, June 21st. That was originally an off day for the Duelers. They will now head to Henderson for the makeup gate with the Flash. Again, Tuesday, June 21st for the game against the Henderson Flash. As I assume it will be a 6:30 start time, Central Time. I'll double check that for you, though, while I'm here. Also, tomorrow, there's been a little bit of a mix-up on times on the schedule, both on the OVO website along with the schedule and the calendar view that I posted on the social media sites for your Duelers. It says tomorrow's game against the Paducah Chiefs is a 7:05 first pitch. That is actually incorrect. Sunday home games for the Duelers are at 6:05. So the Duelers will be back here tomorrow against the Paducah Chiefs, but an hour earlier than originally thought. First pitch tomorrow night at 6 o'clock instead of 7 against the Paducah Chiefs. As going through here, just to double check what the time should be for the Flash and the Duelers in their makeup game. Yes, it should be a 6:30 p.m. start time in Henderson Central Time on Tuesday, June 21st, Again, what was originally an off day for the Duelers, now in Henderson on the 21st of June for the makeup with the Flash for the last time they'll play, at least in the regular season. So both coaches have left the batter's box, and we're about ready to go here from Bowling Green, Kentucky, the Duelers and the Flash ready to do battle in the first of 7 games between these two teams this season. As we'll be right back. Stay with us. Back in here at South Warren High School again. My name is Sam Reeves. About ready to get things going between the Hoppers and the Duelers here from Bowling Green at South Warren High School. A beautiful night for baseball. The Franklin Duelers, their best start through 7 games in franchise history. They're at a record of 5-2. That is the best start in the 3-year history of your Franklin Duelers. So very exciting. They'll look to continue the winning ways here this evening against a very talented Hoptown Hoppers ball club. The Hoppers again, 5-3, on the season. As Stephen Oates will be taking the mound. About ready to go here. As Oates will be on the hill. Steven, the junior from Stoneman College, right-handed hit pitcher from Mobile, Alabama. As that is how we sit here to begin things. As we're about a couple minutes away, we're actually a couple minutes late from the ready to go as it's Jacob Hernandez here to my right. Also, Isidro Jimenez coming by to say hello. As it's a party up here in the press box. 2 of the best here, up sitting to my right, ready to roll things. As the first hitter in the box will be Joshua Rodriguez, the shortstop, facing Stephen Oates. Oates in his yellow cleats here this evening. The first pitch by Stevens up and inside for ball number 1. So next pitch is low and outside for ball number 1. 1-1 the count now. Two 2-0, excuse me, as a little rusty here to begin this one. 2 balls, no strikes. Stephen Oates, here comes the next pitch. Outside for ball number 3. Walks were one of the problems for Stephen against a full count rhythm last weekend. As the 3-0 pitch hits the outside corner for strike number 1. Three and 1 the count. Here's the pitch from Oates. Bottom of the zone, 3-2. The count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The leadoff hitter, Joshua Rodriguez, digs in, the shortstop here this evening. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back behind the dish. The count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez, wearing number 7, from Spring, Texas, attends Ranger College. As the right-handed hitter into the box. Ready to go. Here's the 3-2. And that's hit on a line. And a nice snag out there by Jackson Musrock at short to open things up. 1 down here on a hot smash. Musrock left in the air to bring it down. 1 down, top of the first here for the Duelers and the Hoppers. Next in the box will be Hunter Hayden, the right fielder. Hayden digs in, another right-handed hitter against the righty Stephen Oates. Here's the first pitch. Outside corner, strike number 1. Hayden, wearing number, I'm trying to find it now, I just had it, 11, from Kentucky Wesleyan College in Goshen, Kentucky. Outfielder and a right-handed pitcher, so he goes both ways. There's a couple players on the Duelers team that will do that as well. Mark Castle was an example just last night. Ended up picking up a nervous save, but a save nonetheless for the Duelers in their 6-4 win. As the 0-2 is high for ball 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hoppers out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky, one of the long-standing franchises here in the OVL. As the next pitch is a breaking ball, called strike 3. As that is strike out for Oates and out number 2. As it's 2 outs now here after the strikeout. And Luis Vergara, the left fielder, digs in. He takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. Vergara from the University of Indianapolis and Cartagena, Colombia. As the next one is driven in the air, deep to left center, and that is gone. A 2-out solo homer for Luis Vergara over the wall in left center, and the Hoppers on the board first. It is 1-0 here. Hoptown in front. That ball was hit very hard, and no chance that one was going to stay in the park. As he hops over the bat boy. That was good. Props. That's good, Hoptown. As the celebration over there by their dugout is quite loud, which is good. You like to see teammates supporting each other. As the number 4 hole hitter takes the first pitch low and away for ball 1. Goes into the backstop. Edmundo Alanis, the first baseman. As it's 1-0 now to Edmundo. Also from Ranger College in Edinburgh, Texas. As the next pitch is high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Edmundo will dig back in the box. A left-handed hitter against the righty Oates. Here comes the 2-0. On the ground to second. Robinson waits for the hop, gets it, brings it in, and throws over to Castle at first to retire the side. After the top half of inning number 1, the Hoppers in front, 1-0. Stay with us as the Duelers come to bat, bottom 1, right after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in, ready to go. The bottom of inning number 1 against Garrett Blevins, the pitcher for the Hoptown Hoppers. As the first one to greet Blevins will be Jonathan Evans, the right fielder. Hit a leadoff homer to start the game yesterday. He'll look to do it again possibly today as the first pitch from Blevins is on the way, and it's a swung on foul tip into the glove of the catcher, strike number 1. Blevins from Wilmington College in Bloomington, Indiana is where he grew up. as the 0-1. It's a breaking ball, low and away for ball number 1. 1-1 the count now. Jonathan Evans in the leadoff spot for head coach Kyle Schexnayder and the Duelers here this evening. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 0-2 now. 1-2 the count. As I gotta pay more attention to the scoreboard instead of just what my brain tells me. The 1-2, but first a timeout is called for and granted by the home plate umpire. Evans will step out. And now back into the box. Next pitch. Foul ball off his foot, and we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jonathan Evans on the year. 16 at-bats, 5 runs, 2 hits, 1 homer, 1 RBI, 6 walks, though, for an on-base percentage of .417. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and a strikeout for Garrett Blevins to start his day. 1 up, 1 down here, bottom of inning number 1. Jackson Musrock, the shortstop, will dig in now from the University of Memphis. He's been DHing the last couple of days, but back at shortstop here this evening. First pitch, hit on a line to center, and that will split the outfielders. It will be cut off by the center fielder Sullivan. Musrock into second, standing up with a 1-out double for Jackson. Runner in scoring position now after the ringing double by Jackson Musrock. And that will bring up the 3-hole hitter, Sam Slaughter.
Next batter, number 23, Slaughter.
Sam back in center field tonight. Started his collegiate career at the University of Memphis, played last season at Calhoun Community College, and now will be attending Belmont University next year. Slaughter on the season, a .375 batting average, 24 at-bats, 4 runs, 9 hits, 3 doubles, 8 RBIs, 6 walks, and 6 stolen bases for Sam as the first pitch is fouled off, strike 1. Talking to Kyle Schexnayder postgame yesterday, he told me Sam is one of the catalysts on this team. Will always do the right thing in the batter's box. Comes up clutch as he did yesterday with a 2 RBI double in inning number 7 as the 0-1. Is a little bit away, maybe up as well. 1 ball and 1 strike. Slaughter in the box, the left-handed hitter with Jackson Musrock off of second base. 1 down here. In the bottom of the first, 1-0, Hoptown in front. Here's the pitch. High, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sam Slaughter. The Duelers in game 4 of an 8-game homestand, facing the Hoppers here for the first time this season tonight. As the 2-1 from Blevins, here it comes. Upstairs, ball 3. 3-1, a good hitter's count upcoming for Slaughter. Out the dish. Slaughter holds the bat high above his shoulder. Here's the 3-1. On the ground to second. Slowly hit over to first in time for out number 2. That will advance Musrock to second, or to third, from second base. And that will make it a man on third with 2 down for the cleanup hitter, Mark Castle.
Next batter, number 22, Castle.
Mark from Young Harris College in St. John's, Florida, the right-handed hitter. Hitting .200 even on the season. 25 at-bats, 5 hits. 5 runs scored, 5 RBIs, though, for Mark. The first pitch is ball 1. 1-0 the count with Musrock off of third base. 2 down here, bottom of the first. Blevins pitch. Low and away, ball 2. 2-0 now. Again, my name is Sam Reeves. Thank you all for joining us for another edition of Duelers Baseball on the Duelers Baseball Network and YouTube channel. The Duelers coming into this game with a record of 5-2 as the 2-0 hit on the ground past the pitcher. The shortstop Rodriguez over to first in time, and that will end the bottom of the first on a nice play by Rodriguez over there at short. After one complete, it's 1-0 Hoptown in front. We'll be right back with the second. Stay with us. Back in at South Warren High School, Sam Reeves here with you, ready to begin the top of the second inning. Stephen Oates back to work on the mound for your Duelers. He will be facing, first up in the box,
Leading off for the Hoppers, number 24, Smith.
Anthony Smith, the catcher, will be the first to greet Stephen Oates. As Oates will get his sign from his catcher, Brett Rowell. And here comes the first pitch. Outside, ball one. Oates on the rubber, gets his sign. Here comes the next one. High for ball two, 2-0 now. The 2-0 count from Oates to Anthony Smith, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike number one. As Anthony Smith from Franklin College in Greenwood, Indiana, can play catcher, third base, and first base. As the next pitch is hit on a line to deep left, there is no chance that's coming back into the parking lot. And a home run on a line for Anthony Smith off Stephen Oates makes it 2-0 Hoppers here in the second. That pitch was absolutely crushed. Anthony Smith goes deep here to lead off inning number two. Makes it 2-0. And the bases will remain empty now for Fred Fernandez, the DH.
Now batting number 14, Hernandez.
Fred Fernandez from Only Central College. And he is born and raised in Venezuela. Wearing number 14 for the Hoppers. Fernandez, a .526 batting average in 19 ABs. 3 runs, 10 hits, 3 doubles, 8 RBIs for Fred Fernandez here early on in this OVL season. He's been a tough player to get out at the plate. He will be facing Stephen Oates. 2 runs, 2 hits, both of them homers for the Hoppers here early on. The 1-0 from Oates. Hit in the air, fouled off first base side and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next one. Ball number 2, 2 balls and 1 strike your count. The Hoppers led by head coach Gary Vaught. As the next one swung on and missed, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, I mentioned it pregame, but it's worth mentioning again. The head coach and manager of your Duelers, Kyle Schexnayder, was an assistant last season for these Hoptown Hoppers. Took over as interim head coach as well, midway through the season when their previous head coach was fired. And in the first game at the helm as the head man for Schexnayder last year, it was a dominating win over a very talented full count rhythm team. And now Kyle is leading the Franklin Duelers. As the next pitch, the 3-2, is flied in the air to right field. Jonathan Evans, a fair ball catch, says the umpire at first, and that is one out. So now the full-time head coach for the Hoppers is Gary Vaught, after Schexnayder had the interim tag last season and now is, of course, wearing the blue with the Duelers. First pitch from Oates is high, ball one. Now up Jacob Dupps, the third baseman. Jacob from Hanover College in Louisville, Kentucky. As the 1-0 hits the outside corner, strike one called, 1-1 now. Dupps digs in, the right-handed hitter. Here comes the next pitch. A breaking ball just missed inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dupps on the season for the Hoptown Hoppers. .375 batting average. So next one is a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike from Oates. .375 average for Dupps. Only 8 at-bats, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 RBI. 2 walks and 1 strikeout for Jacob. The 3-2 is upstairs, or 3-1 is upstairs, ball 4, and a walk to Dupps.
Next batter, number 13, Baxter.
Brings up Gavin Baxter, the second baseman. From Lee University. Born and raised in Clarksville, Tennessee. Not too far from here. As Baxter will dig in, the right-handed hitter with Dupps off of first base, 1 down. Oates on the rubber for the Duelers. Here's the first pitch. That one goes all the way to the screen behind the plate, and Dupps will take second base with ease on ball number 1. On the season for Baxter, no hits quite yet, 5 at-bats, 2 runs scored, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. As pitching coach Jacob Snyder will head out to the mound to have a visit with his pitcher Stephen Oates, as well Brett Rowell out there too. Top of the second, 2-0 your score. Hoppers in front on 2 solo homers, 1 in the first inning by Luis Vergara, the second here in this inning by catcher Anthony Smith. Both weren't cheapies either. They cleared the wall by wide margins for solid homers of the solo variety for those 2 Hoptown hitters. As it's 2-0 with Jacob Dupps now on second base. 1 down here in the top of the second. Baxter in the box, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. In his first start of the season, Stephen Oates had a lot of problems with control, walked 6 people in Hendersonville on the road against the Rhythm last Saturday night. As the 2-0 is fouled off first base side behind the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike now. As Oates looks into his catcher Rowell to get the sign, now looks back at second, back in. Here comes the 2-1 on its way. And the dirt blocked nicely by Rowell to keep it in front of him and keep Dupps at third. Defensively for the Duelers tonight, Brett Rao behind the plate, Mark Castle at first, Rashad Robinson at second, Jackson Musrock at short, and Matthew Jenkinson is the third baseman. Around the outfield, left to right, is Cape, Slaughter, and Evans for the Duelers. As the 3-1 pitch from Oates. Here it comes. That one's fouled off behind the plate. The count fills out now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Up here in the press box behind the plate, that's South Warren High School. Beautiful evening for baseball here on this Saturday night from Bowling Green, Kentucky. As Oates has a 3-2 count. Here's the payoff pitch. In there, strike 3 called, bottom of the zone, and that's a K for Stephen Oates and a big one. Came back from behind in the count, got it to 3-2, and got the strikeout. Sean Sullivan, the center fielder, will now dig in, the 9-hole hitter for the Hoppers, with Dupp on second base and now 2 outs. As Oates from the stretch. Here's the first pitch to Sullivan. Low, ball 1. Sullivan from Franklin College in Schererville, Indiana. As the 1-0 from Oates. Here it comes. Looked like maybe a slider and a nice one there. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the season for Sullivan at the plate, .300 even batting average, 6 games, 10 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits. Here's the next pitch, outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Also for Sullivan on the year, 2 RBIs, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, and an on-base percentage of .533. Oates gets a sign from Rowell. With Dupps off second, here's the 1-2. High and inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Duelers trailing 2-0 here early on, top of inning number 2. Here comes the 2-2 from Oates. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and Oates gets the strikeout to escape further damage after the second solo homer is hit by the Hoppers here in this second inning. After 1.5, the Hoppers lead the Duelers 2-0. We'll be right back as the Duelers come back to the plate. Welcome back in. We would like to take this time to thank some of our sponsors of Duelers Baseball here in this 2022 season. They include Cundall Flooring. For all your flooring, tile, and backsplash needs, Cundall Flooring is the right choice. Contact Phil Cundall at 931-561-8607 for more information today. El Mazatlan Mexican Restaurant and Grill. Located at 1403 Nashville Road in Franklin, Kentucky, El Mazatlan is a proud supporter of the Duelers. Also, we'd like to thank Holly J's Bar and Grill in Franklin. You can find them at 1326 Nashville Road. Holly J's is available for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. We appreciate their continued support of Duelers Baseball. Also, we'd like to thank El Potrero Cantina and Grill, located at 270 Trotters Lane in Franklin. El Potrero is a proud supporter of your Duelers. Matt Jenkinson first to hit here in the second, facing the starter for the Hoppers, Garrett Blevins. As the first pitch from Blevins swung on and missed by Matt, strike 1. A very good day at the plate. These last 2 for Jenkinson, had a single and a hit by pitch yesterday. Also a couple of hits the day before against Louisville. He's back at third base here tonight as Matt played a little bit of short these last few nights. The next pitch, driven in the air to left. As the left fielder waits for it to come down, and Vergara will squeeze it for out number 1 on the fly out to left by Jenkinson to open the bottom of the second.
Now batting number 7, Robinson.
Rashad Robinson, the second baseman, will now dig in from the University of Memphis. Rashad plays both the infield and the outfield, wearing number 7 here this summer for the Duelers. First pitch, and there's strike 1. On the season for Rashad, .250 batting average, 12 at-bats, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 double, 2 RBIs. Next pitch is fouled off, strike number 2, 0-2. 5 walks and 4 strikeouts for Robinson, as well a .471 on base percentage. Here's the next one to Rashad. Hangs high, ball number 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the 1-2 from Blevins, here it comes. Outside corner, strike 3 called. And a backwards K for Rashad Robinson. That's 2 down here in the second for the Duelers. Now up will be the designated hitter for Franklin tonight, Jackson Norris. Norris from the University of Montevallo, born and raised in Rome, Georgia. First pitch coming outside, ball 1. Norris in limited work so far. 6 at-bats, 2 hits. 2 runs, 1 hit, and a .167 batting average for Jackson. Here's the 1-0. Fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike now. As Norris will dig in from the left side, the left-handed hitter, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Strike number 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Blevins gets his sign from his catcher Smith. Here comes the 1-2. Outside, ball number 2. 2-2 your count. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Hoppers on 2 solo homers here early by Luis Vergara and Anthony Smith. Here's the 2-2. High, ball 3. Full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH, Jackson Norris. On deck for the Duelers is Brett Rowell, the catcher. If Norris can reach here with 2 outs, full count, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Blevins. Swung on, poked to right center, The center fielder will go over and bring that one in. Sullivan does the honors to end the bottom of inning number 2. After 2 complete, 2-0 Hoptown in front. We'll be back with a third after this. Stay with us. We'd like to continue thanking our sponsors here of Duelers Baseball this season. They include Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. If you need mortgage assistance in the Bowling Green area, contact Kellyanne Sanders at 270-421-3157 today. Also, Peekaview Imaging, whether it's 2D, 3D, or 4D ultrasounds, Peekaview is the place to go for your imaging needs. You can find them at 107 Roby Street in Franklin, Kentucky. We appreciate their support of Duelers Baseball. Also, Sure Stay Hotel Bowling Green North, located at 700 Interstate Drive in Bowling Green. Sure Stay by Best Western is the official hotel of the Duelers. If you're coming into town, be sure to check them out. Wildfire Barbecue, check them out at 105 State Street in Franklin, available for dine-in or carry-out. Wildfire has been serving delicious barbecue in the region for over 20 years. They are the official barbecue of Duelers Baseball. And we would also like to thank Woody's Glove Repair. Located in Franklin, Kentucky, Woody's brings old baseball gloves back to life and gives new ones a custom look. Offering relacing, repair, and break-in services, take your glove to the next level with Woody's Glove Repair today.
Number 7, Rodriguez.
Top of the order for the Hoppers. Joshua Rodriguez digs in now for his second at-bat of the day. A line out to Musrock, who made a very nice play over at short to open the ball game in the first. As Oath back to work, here's the first pitch. Swung on. Popped high in the air. Bryce Capon left is waiting on it and squeezes it for out number 1. Good contact there, but it got under it just a little too much. A fly out to Capon left for Rodriguez, 1 down. Hunter Hayden digs in now, the right fielder. Struck out looking in the first. As the first pitch in there for strike number 1. 0-2, excuse me, the on-plate umpire says it's strike 2. As Hayden awaits the 0-2, and he swings and misses for his second strikeout of the day. 0 for 2 with 2 Ks for Hayden, and that's the second out of the inning. This one swinging, last one looking. Luis Vergara in now. From Cartagena, Colombia. First pitch away, ball 1. 1-0 your count. One and 0. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Two and 0. Here's the pitch from Oates. Inside corner, strike 1. Good spot there. To Luis Vergara, who hit the home run, and it was a bomb in the first inning. Wearing the high socks, the high red socks here today. As the next pitch is low and away, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, the Hoppers in their road black uniforms with the white pinstripes, red numerals and lettering trimmed in white with the road gray pants. As the 3-1. Fouled straight back, full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Duelers in their all blue home look here tonight. Royal blue pants with the royal blue tops, blue numerals and lettering trimmed in red and gray. As Brett Rowell will get back behind the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the 3-hole hitter, Luis Vergara. Here's the pitch from Oates. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Add another strikeout to Stephen Oates' name. That will end the top of the third with a 0 on the board. The Duelers coming up in the bottom half after this. Stay with us. We would like to take this time to invite you to visit bgky.com to learn about all the exciting events going on in the Bowling Green area over the course of the summer. You can also call 800-326-7465 to learn more today. In between innings here, we'll go ahead and put some of those exciting events up on the screen now. You can take a look at those, and if you're coming into town, obviously come out and support your Duelers. They're playing good baseball right now. But obviously, baseball's not a 24-hour thing, so you got some time during the day. Most days you're over here in Bowling Green if you want to check out some of these exciting events. But, of course, don't forget to come out and support these Duelers in person here at South Warren. It's a special team here this year, folks. You can mark my word. all around, it's high quality baseball, high quality people, high quality organization. So come out and support if you're here in Bowling Green this summer. As we're ready to begin, the bottom of the third now.
Leading off for the Duelers, number 15, Rao.
Brett Rao, the catcher, will be the first to dig into the box to face the starter for the Hoppers, Garrett Blevins. First pitch chopped at the plate, foul ball 0-1. As it's no balls and one strike from Garrett Blevins to Brett Rao. On the season, Brett hitting 111. Next pitch, low and away, ball 1. 9 at bats, 3 runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. As the next one is popped high in the air, third baseman over to give it a look, and it will get out of play. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Rao has been sharing a lot of the catching duties with both Richard Grace and Evan Kirk. Evan's been a little bit hurt lately with arm soreness. He should be back soon, I would imagine. As the next pitch, driven in the air to right center. Over goes the right fielder. He will bring it in. That's Hayden for out number 1.
Now batting number 5, Kate.
Bryce Cape, the left fielder, will dig in now for the Duelers, the 9-hole hitter. First pitch fouled straight back, strike 1. The 0-1. A breaking ball finds the bottom of the zone. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Bryce Cape at the dish. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that's a strikeout for Garrett Blevins. And Cape will head back to the third base dugout. Top of the order now for the Duelers and Jonathan Evans.
Now batting number 26, Evans.
Evans with the strikeout swinging in the first. Nobody on. 2 outs here. Bottom of inning number 3. 2-0 Hoppers in front. As Evans, a left-handed hitter, the big lefty, will dig in. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. No contact there. 0-1. Jonathan Evans from Southern University in Starkville, Mississippi. Bat above his shoulder. Here's the 0-1. Hit on a ground to first. Picked up after a bobble by the first baseman, Alanis. And 3 up and 3 down for Garrett Blevins here in the third. After 3 complete here in South Warren at South Warren High School, the Hoppers in front of your Duelers 2-0. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Back in, Hoptown coming to the plate against Stephen Oates. First to greet Oates here in the fourth will be Edmundo Alanis, the first baseman, grounded out to second in the first. First pitch is ball number 1. Oates gets the sign from Rowell. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Strike one. 1-1 the count now to Edmundo Alanis. The 1-1. On a line to left. Over goes Cape a few steps toward the line to bring it down. And that's 1 out here in the fourth.
Next batter, number 24, Smith.
Anthony Smith, the catcher, will now dig in. He hit the second of the 2 solo home runs so far this evening, his last time up. Right-handed hitter, first pitch, outside, ball 1 from Stephen Oates. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Hoptown Hoppers. No runs, 1 hit, no errors here early on for the Duelers. Next pitch, popped up, out of play, foul. Strike number 1. The Duelers coming in at 5-2 on the young season. The Hoppers at 5-3. Here's the pitch. That one sails high all the way to the backstop and then bounces right back to Brett Rowell behind the plate, who picks the ball up and will hand it to the umpire. Two balls and 1 strike, 1 down. Here's the pitch from Oates. A breaking ball is inside. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Anthony Smith, the catcher. Here's the 3-1. High ball 4 and a walk to Anthony Smith.
Next batter, number 14, Fernandez.
Fred Fernandez now up from Maracaibo, Venezuela, as he will dig in for at-bat number 2 here today. A fly out to right in the first for Fred. Or in the second, excuse me. This is his second at-bat here in the 4th inning. The right-handed hitter with Smith off first. Here's the pitch. And the dirt. Blocked by Rowell, but not quite good enough, as he couldn't find it. I think he looked behind him, thought it would skip by him. But the wild pitch allows Smith to get to second. Anthony Smith now on second, 1 down. The first pitch, obviously in the dirt, was a ball. 1-0 the count to Fernandez. Oates gets his sign. Here comes the 1-0. First a look back to second and the pitch. Breaking ball stays high. A throwback behind the runner. And a nice grab by the second baseman Robinson to keep the ball from going into center field. As it's 2 balls and no strikes. Stephen Oates. Here's the pitch. Off the inside corner, ball 3. 3-0 now. Oates is having the same trouble he had against the full count rhythm this last week. Trouble locating right now. It's 3-0. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 4. And that's a walk. First and second now 1 down. As Fred Fernandez draws the walk. And now Jacob Dupps will come up. Runners on first and second. 1 down for the Hoppers here. As the first pitch from Oates is swung on and fouled off. Strike 1. As the next one coming from Oates. On its way. Inside corner, strike 2. 0-2 now. No balls and 2 strikes to Jacob Dupps, the third baseman. Drew a walk his first time up in inning number 2. Here's the pitch coming. Swung on and popped high in the air. Musrock says he has it, and he does. A pop up to short for out number 2 here in the 4th. Gavin Baxter, the second baseman, will come up now. And his first time up, he struck out looking in the 2nd. Baxter to the dish, the right-handed hitter, with runners on first and second. 2 down here in the 4th. 2-0 Hoppers in front. Here's the pitch. On a line to left. Cape will let it bounce, pick it up, fire it in toward third off the glove of the third baseman Jenkinson. And that's an RBI single for Gavin Baxter. So it's now 3-0, Hoptown in front of the Duelers.
Now batting number 27, Sullivan.
Runners now still second and third. As it's now Fernandez on second, Baxter on first. Sean Sullivan, the 9-hole hitter, takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. Sullivan struck out swinging in inning number 2. The 1-0 from Oates. Here it comes. Inside corner, strike 1. 1-1 now. Oates wearing his bright yellow shoes here up there on the mound this evening. Gets a sign from his catcher, Rowell. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. A big swing and a miss that time by Sullivan. Makes it 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners first and second, 2 down. Top of inning number 4 here from South Warren High School. Oates gets the sign. Here's the 1-2 on its way. Low for ball 2. Close but didn't get it. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Oates to Sean Sullivan, the center fielder here for the Hoppers. Here comes the 2-2. High ball 3. Full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stephen Oates desperately needs an out here, for nothing else for his own self-confidence on the mound out there, as control has been a little bit of an issue for Stephen so far tonight. He will look into his catcher, Rao. Has the sign on the 3-2. And here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Oates gets a big strikeout to escape the 4th with only 1 run allowed that half inning. But it's 3-0 Hoppers in front of your Duelers after 3.5, the bottom half of the inning. Coming up next, stay with us on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in at South Lawrence High School, the first batter of the inning here for the Duelers, trailing by 3, will be Jackson Musrock. First pitch, low ball 1. 1-0 the count from Garrett Blevins, the Hoptown Hoppers starter here this evening. Bottom of inning number 4, 3-0, Hoptown in front. Here's the pitch. Away for ball 2. 2-0 the count now. Musrock, the shortstop from the University of Memphis. Right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from Blevins. Outside corner, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Duelers with only 1 hit. That was a double by Musrock in the first. Next pitch is inside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Good hitters count upcoming for Jackson. Musrock will dig back in from the right side. Here's the pitch. Chopper on the ground at the plate and foul. The count is full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 to Jackson Musrock. As Sam Slaughter will go pick up his bat for him and drop it off at the plate for Musrock to pick up on his way back to the on-deck circle for Slaughter. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the full count pitch. On the ground to short. Rodriguez gathers it in, throws over to first base in time. Out number 1, 6-3 in your scorebook. And Sam Slaughter will come up now, the center fielder.
Next batter, number 23, Slaughter.
And center fielder, grounded out to second. His first time up. First pitch. Low and away, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Slaughter digging in, left-handed hitter. Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air. Deep right field. And that ball is history. Adios. Sam Slaughter goes deep. And when I say he goes deep, he went deep. That ball cleared the wall by a long ways. And that is a home run for Slaughter. Stutter step around third. And he will hit home with the second homer of the year for the Duelers and the first on the year for Slaughter as he stomps on home plate. And that will make the score 3-1. Duelers still trailing by 2, but that will help things get back in it. On the solo homer for Sam Slaughter. Mark Castle takes strike 1. Next pitch inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a homer by Slaughter. Mark Castle in at the plate now. 1-1. Here it is. Low, ball 2. 2-1 now your count. The Duelers trailing by 2. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-1 to Castle. The 3-1 from Blevins. Here it is. Outside and low, ball 4. A nice AB and a walk for Mark Castle.
Next batter, number 14, Jenkinson.
Matthew Jenkinson now up. Still only 1 down in the 4th. Jenkinson looks to do some damage and get the Duelers closer possibly in this AB. Mark Castle off of first base with 1 down. Jenkinson in the box, the right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. Jenkinson from Roan State Community College will be going up to the D2 level at Lincoln Memorial this next year. Next pitch is fought off and fouled away. Strike 2. 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Mark Castle off of first base. Jenkinson in the box. Duelers trailing 3-1 here, bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Blevins. Fouled off. Jenkinson will stay alive and will do it again at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Blevins will get his sign from the catcher Smith. Here, a throw back to first, and Castle will dive back in head first. He is safe over there. Blevins will climb back up on the hill. Jenkinson back into the box, and he awaits an 0-2. Outside, gets past the catcher Smith. Castle will jog to second base easily and will be there now in scoring position with 1 down, as the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Matt Jenkinson. Jenkinson with a fly out to left in his first AB in inning number 2. 1-2 now behind the count is Jenkinson. Here's the pitch from Blevins. Swung on, hit on a line to center, deep. That'll send the center fielder back, and it's off the wall down. Castle hits third. He is coming around the bag. As the relay comes into second, that's an RBI double for Matt Jenkinson, and the score is now 3-2. Good piece of 2-strike hitting. A bomb off the wall in center for Jenkinson, and he now stands at second. He's the tying run here in the fourth for Rashad Robinson now at the plate. Rashad will dig in now. A hit here, and we might have a tie ball game. 3-2 your score here in the fourth. After RBIs by Slaughter on his home run, and then an RBI double just now by Jenkinson. First pitch to Robinson is strike 1. Blevins gets his sign from the catcher Smith. Here comes the 0-1. Low into the dirt, ball 1. 1-1 the count now. Matt Jenkinson off of second base after his double. Rashad Robinson at the plate. 1 down, bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Bottom of the zone, strike 2 called. One and 2 the count to Rashad Robinson. Here it comes. Low into the dirt. Ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes your count now. Robinson from the University of Memphis plays both the infield and the outfield, starting at second here this evening. The 2-2. First a look back to second. Jenkinson will scamper back there standing up. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Blevins. Poked through the side, past first base. Jenkinson around third. The throw to the plate on a relay is not in time. Jenkinson dives in head first, and we are tied up at 3. An RBI single for Rashad Robinson. And the press box is fired up. The fans are fired up. And we're tied up at 3. The Duelers and the Hoppers tied at 3 runs apiece. After an RBI single and a great piece of hitting by Rashad Robinson. Poked her right through the right side there between first and second. A beautiful piece of hitting. Drives in the run. Jenkinson crosses the plate. And it's 3-3. Throw back to first. Robinson, dives in safely. Jackson Norris through the hole. Same spot on the left side. Around second, Robinson will hold up there. And the line continues to move. One hitter after the next. A single now for Jackson Norris. And it's first and second now. Still only 1 down for the catcher, Brett Rowell. First and second, one down. Brett Rao will dig in as the starter Garrett Blevins dusts off the mound like he thinks that's the issue. We'll see. He could be right. I don't know. It's just, maybe. We'll see. Apparently, the pitching coach does not believe that to be the issue because he's out of the dugout on his way to talk to his starter. Brett Rao will have to wait before he gets to dig into the plate. The Duelers, all of a sudden, with 3 runs, a lot of good hitting here in this half inning. 2-strike hitting as well. A ball poked between first and second by Robinson. And now the same exact thing from Norris, Jackson Norris, just a second ago. Makes it first and second, one down, still for the Duelers. And a tie ball game at 3-3. First pitch coming to Rao. A pop-up. Rao will slam his bat in disgust. The left fielder will come in, make the catch, but they throw the ball away. Nice job to back it up by the first baseman, Alanis. That's a fly out to left for Rao. And now Bryce Cape will dig in. A hit here with 2 outs for Bryce could give the Duelers a lead. See if he can come through clutch here in the 4th. Against the Hoppers starter, Garrett Blevins. Cape over 1 with a strikeout to his name so far tonight. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball hit on the ground to third, past the third baseman. Robinson around third. He will come in to score with ease, and that's an RBI single for Bryce Cape, and the Duelers have a lead. 4-3 your score now after the single down the third baseline. Bryce Cape comes up clutch here in the 4th. And the Duelers up 1 now, 4-3. Lineup turns over now. Jonathan Evans will dig in, the left-handed hitter. Runners on first and second once again. Now 2 down for Evans as the first pitch from Blevins on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. That's a big hack by Evans, but he couldn't come up with any contact right there. When Jonathan makes good contact, the ball will automatically travel a long, long way. I've learned that so far this season. As the 0-1 swung on, fouled off third base side. 0-2 your count. No balls and 2 strikes for Jonathan Evans at the plate. The right fielder for the Duelers already 4 runs home here for Franklin in this 4th inning and a 4-3 lead here from South Warren High School in the bottom of inning number 4. Blevins gets his sign, 0-2 the count. Here comes the next pitch. Runners both take off. Pitch is low into the dirt. Throw to third. Not in time. Jackson Norris takes third. And taking second is Bryce Cape, a double steal. The aggressive base running by head coach Kyle Schexnader works again. We'll see if Evans can drive in a couple of runs here with a hit with 2 strikes. 1-2 your count. Blevins, here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Evans. He will go down swinging to end the 4th, but not before 4 runs cross the plate for your Duelers. And Franklin takes a 4-3 lead after 4 complete. Stay with us for the 5th right after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Welcome back in. Daniel Courtney, number 6, will be the new pitcher for your Duelers. Courtney from the University of North Georgia, the left-handed pitcher from Peachtree City, Georgia, will come in for his second appearance on the season. Or excuse me, his third appearance on the season. As for Courtney this year, 2 appearances, 4 and 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts for Daniel.
On the mound for the Duelers, number 6, Courtney. Up to bat for Hoptown, number 7, Rodriguez.
A final line for you for Stephen Oates, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. As the first pitch from Courtney is hit in the air, foul ball, 0-1. As the pitch is outside corner, or missed it, 1-1. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. As a strikeout to start the day for Daniel Courtney, and that's a good start for Daniel.
Number 11, Hayden.
As Hunter Hayden will dig in now. The right fielder. As it appears we have a pinch hitter, Cody Hupp. It's Ren Tachioka from the University of Southern Indiana. As Ren is from
Number 1, Tachioka.
Saitama, Japan. And I was talking to the broadcaster for the Hoppers. He said he reminds him a lot of Ichiro. So we'll see when he digs in what we got here for Ren Tachioka. 0-1, here's the pitch. He will bunt and pull it back, take ball 1. 1-1 the count. Next pitch, inside ball 2, 2-1 the count. Next one from Courtney's a strike. Next one from Tachioka in the air and caught over there at short by Jackson Musrock for out number 2.
Now batting number 16, Vergara.
Luis Vergara digs in now. The left fielder had a home run in his first at bat in the first and a strikeout looking in inning number 3. First pitch from Courtney. Outside, ball 1. Next one coming. Swung on and missed. Strike number 1. 1-1 your count now. The next pitch is lowered away for ball number 1. 1-2 as the bat boy for the Hoppers will flip it back to the umpire. 1-2 from Courtney. Here's the pitch. Lowered away, ball 2. 2-2. to Luis Vergara, the left fielder. Top of inning number 5. 4-3, the Duelers in front. Here's 2-2. On the ground to third. Jenkinson gobbles it up, throws over to first to retire the side. And after the top of the 5th has been completed, the Duelers still hold a 1-run lead. 4-3 your score from South Warren High School. We'll be right back with the bottom half after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in here, ready to begin at the bottom of inning number 5. As it's 4-3, your score, Duelers in front. A new pitcher for the Hoptown Hoppers is Blake Sargent from the University of Indianapolis in Lafayette, Indiana. As the final line on the day for Garrett Blevins, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. As Sargent will warm up. Is up here in the press box above South Warren High School baseball field. My name is Sam Reeves. Thank you again for joining us. I'm up here tonight with Duelers pitchers Jacob Hernandez and Isidro Jimenez running the scoreboard here, and Charlie Cunningham doing PA and running your game changer here tonight. The Duelers coming in here today with a record of 5-2. Hoppers at 5-3 on the season. Jackson Musrock to dig in here in the 5th. A double and a ground out to short for Jackson here so far tonight. Sargent gets his sign from the catcher Smith. Here's the pitch. Outside and low, ball 1. Musrock will dig in from the University of Memphis. The shortstop awaits the 1-0. Here it comes. On the ground to short. Rodriguez over to first. A wide throw. Did he tag him? Yes. And Musrock is retired on a nice tag over there by the first baseman, Alanis. Looks like Musrock might have came up a little bit gimpy there. Hopefully Jackson's okay. As those wide throws that take the first baseman into the runner a little bit can be scary at times. As it's the first out of the inning. On a ground out to short for Jackson, and Sam Slaughter, who hit a home run his last time up, will dig in now. First pitch to Sam is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Sam with a ground out to second in the first, and then that home run the previous inning in inning number 4. There's Blake Sargent. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball to center. The center fielder can't see it, so the left fielder comes diving over. Did he make the catch? I believe he did. That's a tremendous play by the left fielder, Luis Vergara, on a ball that the center fielder, Sean Sullivan, didn't see. He lost it in the lights or the sky or something, and the left fielder, Luis Vergara, had to come bail him out and made a fantastic diving play in left center to retire Slaughter. That's a very nice play by Vergara. Had to go a long way to get to that ball. Is now the next hitter. Mark Castle digs in, 1-0. Pitch is hit in the air to left. That ball's deep, and that ball is gone. A home run for Mark Castle, his first of the year, and all of a sudden, after the Duelers go 6 games without a homer, they have 3 in the last 2 nights. First last night, Jonathan Evans, Sam Slaughter, and inning to go, and now Mark Castle follows it up with a solo shot over the wall and left, and the Duelers up 2 now, 5-3 your score. That ball was shot out of a cannon. Matt Jenkinson, the third baseman, next to dig in against the pitcher Blake Sargent. A fly out to left and an RBI double for Matt tonight. First pitch, ball 1. Jenkinson digs back in. Here's the pitch from Sargent. Low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Here in the bottom of inning number 5. The Duelers, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Hoppers, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Here's the pitch from Sargent. On a line over the third baseman's head and into left. That's a solid single for Matt Jenkinson. And that will be Matt's second hit of the night.
Next batter, number 7, Robinson.
Rashad Robinson now up. Looks to keep the line moving. Had an RBI single last time up, just an inning to go. In the 4th, now up again here in the 5th. Before Rashad can dig in, a meeting at the mound between the catcher, Smith, and the pitcher, Blake Sargent. As now Anthony Smith will jog back to his spot behind the dish. And Rashad Robinson will dig in, the right-handed hitter. Officially 1 for 2 on the day for Rashad. Jenkinson off first. Here's the first pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Appeal to first. They called it a strike anyways. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. Jenkinson off of first base. Here's the pitch coming from Blake Sargent. Jenkinson takes off. Pitches strike 2. Throw to second. Not in time. Jenkinson slides in. Feet first safely. And a runner in scoring position now for the Duelers with 2 down, but the pitch was called a strike, so it's now 0-2 to Rashad Robinson. Rashad will dig back in, wearing number 7 here for the Duelers this summer. Behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch coming. First timeout called for and granted by home plate umpire. Rashad Robinson will dig back into the box now after stepping out briefly. The Sargent will get his sign from Smith. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball. Just missed away. Ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Good take right there on a tough breaking ball by Robinson. And it's 1-2 with Jenkinson off second and 2 down. Here's the next pitch coming. Outside once again, 2-2 now. The count will even itself up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matthew Jenkinson off of second after his solid single to left and a stolen base. A home run before that on the solo shot by Mark Castle. Here's the pitch. That's only ball 3, I think. Yes, it is. That's ball 3. As Rashad Robinson took ball 3 and thought it was ball 4. And started walking to first. He'll have to try again. That is only ball 3. 3-2 now the count. And that's in no way showing up the umpire. He legitimately thought it was ball 4, but it was only ball 3. We'll see if he gets a walk anyways. Here comes the 3-2 from Sargent. On the ground to short. Rodriguez over to first in time, and that will end the fifth, but not before Mark Castle goes deep for the second home run in as many innings for the Duelers, and it's 5-3. Franklin on top of the Hoppers after 5. The sixth coming up next. Stay with us on the Duelers Baseball Network. This is the first pitch from Daniel Courtney in the top of the sixth to Alanis is taken for strike one. Next one in there, strike two. 0-2. Two nasty pitches by Daniel Courtney to Edmundo Alanis here in the sixth. Next one on a slider is outside, ball one. 1-2 your count now. The 1-2 on the ground to second. Robinson gets the hop he wants and throws over to Castle. One up, one down here in the sixth for Daniel Courtney as he sets down Alanis.
Next batter, number 24, Smith.
And that will bring up the catcher, Anthony Smith, who's reached both times up tonight. A home run and a walk for Anthony. First pitch is ball number one. Next one is ball two. As it's 2-0 to Anthony Smith, the catcher. As Courtney gets the sign, here it comes. High ball three. 3-0 now your count. Next one in there for strike one from Daniel. Three balls and one strikes from Courtney. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Smith, and the count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next one fouled straight back, and we'll do it again at 3-2.
Yes. 3-1.
Next one fouled back behind the plate by Smith, and we'll do it once more. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch hit in the air To short right, Evans will bring it in with ease, and that's out number 2 into the glove of Jonathan Evans there in right. 2 up, 2 down for Courtney here in the 6th.
Number 14, Fernandez.
Fred Fernandez now up for the Hoptown Hoppers. They fly out to right and a walk to his name so far today. First pitch is lined to the first base side, strike 1. Fernandez, the DH, here this evening. From Venezuela, attends Oni Central College as the next pitch is ball number 1. 1-1 the count. As your score, 5-3 here in the 6th. Next one outside, ball 2 from Courtney. The count, 2 balls and 1 strike from Daniel Courtney to Fred Fernandez. The next pitch hits the corner. Good spot by Daniel. Strike 2. 2-2 your count now. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging. Daniel Courtney sits down Fred Fernandez, and that will end the top of inning number 6. After 5.5, the Duelers 5, the Hoppers 3 on the Duelers Baseball Network. While we have a moment, we would like to thank some of our sponsors. That include El Mazatlan Mexican Restaurant and Grill, located at 1403 Nashville Road in Franklin. El Mazatlan is a proud supporter of the Duelers. Also, Holly J's Bar and Grill in Franklin. You can find them at 1326 Nashville Road. Holly J's is available for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. We appreciate their continued support of Duelers Baseball. Also, El Potrero Cantina and Grill, located at 270 Trotters Lane in Franklin. El Potrero is a proud supporter of your Duelers. Jackson Norris, the first to dig in against the second pitcher on the day, Blake Sargent. Norris, the DH, flew out to center and had a single to his name today. Bottom of the 6th, 5-3, Duelers in front. Here's the pitch. Way high and outside, all the way back to the backstop. As it's 1-0 on what was definitely a wild pitch. Although there were no base runners, so you can't really put it in the book as a wild pitch, but it was definitely wild. As the next pitch is high for ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Norris, the 7-hole hitter for the Duelers, digging in to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Another one all the way back to the screen. 3 balls and no strikes. And none of these pitches have been close from Sargent. The last 2 of them have been way high and outside. The 3-0. Here it comes from Sargent to Norris. Outside and high, ball 4. At least that one was caught by the catcher, unlike the last 2 that were all the way back to the backstop. But it's the same result, a walk for Jackson Norris. Brett Rao, the catcher, will dig in now. A fly out to right and a fly out to left for Brett here tonight. And a meeting at the mound for the Hoppers. Head coach Gary Vaught, assistant coaches Tim Crow and Caden Zacharias on the coaching staff for the Hoppers. For the Duelers, the first base coach is hitting coach Wilhelm Allen. The third base coach is head coach and manager Kyle Schexnader. The pitching coach currently in the dugout for your Duelers is Jacob Snyder. An interesting note on the coaching staff. Pitching coach Jacob Snyder and then Kyle Schexnader have been friends since early in their childhoods, played baseball together all the way growing up through youth leagues. And now we're on a coaching staff here in the OVO together, so that's very cool to see. And apparently their parents are good friends as well. So we appreciate you guys listening if you're tuning in tonight. And thank you to everybody for listening to Duelers Baseball on the Duelers Baseball Network here this evening and all season long on the Duelers Baseball YouTube channel. Hopefully here to bring you, we'll be here for sure for all 20 home games and as many road games as the internet will allow. For sure in Fulton, for any road games at Fulton, which will be at least a couple of more, we'll be live for you for those two games. When we go to Hopkinsville to play the Hoppers, this team on the road, we should be good. They have good enough internet, I believe, to bring us action live. The questionable ones will be Paducah and Full Count, but we'll do as good as we can here to bring you as many games as possible. As this is a very fun team to watch here this season so far early on. Looks like a new pitcher into the ball game for the Hoppers. As it appears to be number 5, Cody Hupp from Spalding University in Owensville, Indiana. He will be the third pitcher on the day. Final line on the day for the second pitcher for the Hoppers. Blake Sargent, 1 inning of work, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, no strikeouts.
On the mound for the Hoppers, number 5, Cody Hupp.
That's Cody Hupp. The first man to greet him will be the Duelers catcher, Brett Rowell. He will dig in from the left side of the plate with Jackson Norris on first base and nobody down here, bottom of the 6th. Your score, Duelers 5, Hoppers 3. First pitch, breaking ball, and there's strike 1 called. No balls and 1 strike to the catcher, Brett Rowell. Hupp gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Off of the helmet of Brett Rowell, and he will fling the bat into foul territory and head to first base. That can't feel very good. Luckily, it looked to be a breaking ball instead of a fastball off the helmet. So hopefully Brett's all right as he'll walk down to first. And Bryce Cape will dig in now. A hit by pitch for Cody Hupp to Brett Rowell for his first hitter he faced. Bryce Cape will dig in now, the left fielder for the Duelers. Had a big RBI single his last time up down the third base line. This is a good position for the Duelers to bunt in with runners on first and second and nobody out. The first pitch is a ball, and Cape didn't square around, at least on that pitch. As Hupp gets the sign, here's the next one. Low and in the dirt, ball 2. As the 2-0, bottom of the zone or thereabout, called strike 1. As it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Bryce Cape, the left fielder digs in from the right side. with Rao off of first and Norris off of second. Nobody out, bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Now he squares the bunt and drops down a beauty. Hupp will be forced to throw to first, and it's thrown away. Around third comes Norris. And the next runner will hold up Brett Rao at third. And Bryce Cape will go all the way to second. Look over to the dugout and pump them up too. A single and an error for Bryce Cape on that one. And the Duelers extend the lead 6-3. As it goes as a single for Cape and advances to second on the throwing error by the pitcher, Cody Hupp. As the top of the order now, Jonathan Evans. The 0-1 is low and inside, ball one. As the next pitch is a breaking ball. Did he go? Appeal to third. No swing by Jonathan Evans on a very close one. Could have gone either way. Goes in the way of the Duelers and Jonathan Evans. Runners at second and third now. Still nobody out. Next pitch, corner, strike two. As the Duelers playing small ball here to drive across another couple of runs. 2-2 outside, ball three. Full count now to Jonathan Evans. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Every time Evans is up there, it seems like the count is full.
Their first base was directly in the sun, after the sunset at night. So they would deliberately bunt at that
3-2.
15-minute.
Inside, it hits Evans, and he'll go to first on the hit by pitch. And the bases will now be loaded for the Duelers.
And if they were on the field and there was potential play at first, they'd call timeout and go talk to the pitcher or something and wait on the clouds to block the sun or whatever.
Jackson Musrock now coming up for the Duelers. A double and 2 ground outs to short for Jackson today. First pitch by Hupp is flowing in the air down the line, and it's foul. It's probably a good thing that it dropped untouched if you're the Hoppers, though, because the runner on third probably would have tagged, had a chance to come home. Definitely in foul. I don't think either one of them could have got there, clearly, because, they were still running full speed to try to get there when the ball fell. But one of those, I think, if if your IQ, baseball IQ is high enough, you want the drop foul if you're the Hoppers there.
It's one of those, there's so many nuances to the game of baseball. You can't teach. The best players.
Norris on third, Rao on second, Evans on first. Or excuse me. Bryce Cape on the bags as well at second. As the next pitch is lined to center, and it falls safely, untouched. The throw to the plate is not in time. And to score for the Duelers is the catcher, Brett Rao. On the RBI single that time by Jackson Musrock. And the runners will move up 90 feet. The base is still loaded with nobody out for Sam Slaughter, who hit a home run his last time up, in a position to hit a grand slam here right now. Can he come through? We will find out. after the RBI single by Jackson Musrock. Slaughter facing the lefty. Cody Hupp. Bases still loaded. Cape on third, Evans on second. And off of first is Musrock. First pitch is high, ball one. Slaughter digs in, the left-handed hitter wearing number 23 for the Duelers. Here's the next pitch. Missed, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes to Sam Slaughter. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Foul territory. Over goes the third baseman. Does he have a play? A nice play on a basket catch there by the third baseman, Dupps. That's a tougher play than one might think, and a nice play there by the third baseman, ranging over into foul territory, third base side. For out number 1, Sam Slaughter will head back to the dugout. Mark Castle now coming up. He had a home run as well his last time up. So Slaughter a home run in the 4th, Castle a home run in the 5th. Strike 1. Still in a position for a grand slam here if you're the Duelers. Mark Castle has 1 home run to his name today, just like Sam Slaughter does. Bases loaded, 1 out now. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Castle. 0-2. Cody Hupp, the pitcher. On the rubber, the lefty against the righty Castle. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball in the dirt, and Castle is retired on strikes, swinging. 2 down now, bases still loaded. Matt Jenkinson now up, 2 for 3 for Matt today. An RBI single in the 3rd, and an RBI double in the 4th, and a single in the 5th to go along with a fly out to left. Hupp's first pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. Jenkinson with the bases loaded. Cape on second, Evans on first, Evans on second. Cape on third, Evans on second, Musrock on first. Next pitch is a breaking ball, hangs high, ball 1. 2 down here, bottom of inning number 6. The Duelers all of a sudden up 7-3 on the Hoppers. As the next pitch is fought off, first base side foul, 1-2 your count. The Duelers were trailing in this one by a score of 3-0. Heading to the 5th, they scored 4, or in the 4th, they scored 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and now 2 here in the 6th. 1-2, here's the pitch. Jenkinson spoils that one, count will hold, and Jenkinson will stay alive, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hupp will get his sign. Here's another 1-2. Jenkinson in the air, foul. That will land safely in foul territory, and Matt will stay alive at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes your count. Cody Hupp on the mound for the Hoppers here in the bottom of inning number 6. Matt Jenkinson at the plate. Awaits a 1-2 with the bases loaded. Here it comes. Jenkinson takes a pitch off the inside corner, but it's called strike 3. And that will end the inning, but not before the Duelers push 2 more runs across and lead the Hoppers by a score of 7-3 after 6. The 7th coming up next. Stay with us on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in here at South Warren High School. Again, my name is Sam Reeves. Thank you all for joining us here this evening. 7-3 your score. Duelers in front of the Hoptown Hoppers. And Daniel Courtney's day on the mound has concluded. Final line for Daniel, very impressive. 2 innings of work in relief, no runs, no hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. He is replaced by Liam Samuels for the Duelers. As Liam, wearing number 11 from Kentucky Wesleyan College, the freshman right-hander from Vieira, Florida. On the season for Liam, 1 appearance, 2 innings of work. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. For Liam, he'll look to continue off of that first outing and pitch another solid inning here, possibly multiple. We'll see.
For the Duelers, number 11, Liam Samuels.
Samuels has a cheering section over there for the Duelers. Always good to see family and friends supporting these Duelers players out here, live and in person here at South Warren. Samuels' first pitch is swung on and missed, strike 1. Next pitch misses away, ball 1. 1-1 the count now. As Jacob Dupps digs in, facing a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Samuels, high, ball 2. Dupps on the day, a walk in the second, and a pop out to short in the 4th. Here comes the 2-1. Low and away, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Next one from Samuels. Inside corner, strike 2, 3-1 your count. As Dupps leads off the top of inning number 7 here from South Warren. 7-3 Duelers in front. Here's the pitch from Samuels. In the air to right. Evans back toward the track, ranging back still, and he'll bring it down. 1 down. Liam Samuels does a good job to work back from 3-0. And get an out in the air to Evans, and Gavin Baxter will dig in now. Baxter on the day, a strikeout looking in the 2nd and an RBI single for Baxter in the 4th. As it appears we actually have a pinch hitter here. That is Drew Donaldson pinch hitting for Baxter. That's Donaldson from the University of Indianapolis and Galloway, Ohio. We'll dig in now, the right-handed hitter. Facing Samuels, first pitch. Low and away, ball 1. On the season, Donaldson, a 182 average. 22 at-bats, 4 runs, 4 hits. 5 RBIs, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts. The 2-1, here it comes. High, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike from Liam Samuels to the pinch hitter, Drew Donaldson. Donaldson digs back in, bat above his shoulder. Here comes the 3-1. In the air, first base side foul, and the count fills out now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2. high, ball 4, and a 1-out walk for Samuels to the pinch hitter Donaldson. As the next batter appears to be number 4, Anthony Zarlingo. Yes, Anthony Zarlingo will now be pinch hitting for Sean Sullivan.
Zarlingo up to bat.
Chance for the Duelers to roll up and turn 2 here. If Samuels can get a ground ball. First one is low and inside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Anthony Zarlingo from Southwest Tennessee Community College in Olive Branch, Mississippi. The 1-0. Inside ball 2. On the season, Zarlingo. 25 at-bats, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 double, 1 RBI, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a .280 batting average. Next pitch is on the bottom of the zone. Strike 1, 2-1 your count.
Southwest Tennessee CC, located in Olive Branch. No, he's from Olive Branch. That's in Memphis. Olive Branch is suburb.
That's the 2-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top of inning number 7 from South Warren Ballpark. 7-3 your score. Duelers on top of the Hoppers. And what you might be able to say is a revenge game of sorts for Kyle Schexnader. As the next pitch is fouled off first base side. He did have nothing but good things to say about the Hoppers as an organization when I was talking to Kyle postgame last night. He was very appreciative of the fact that they gave a 23-year-old head coach a chance to come up and coach summer ball, and he learned a lot from them and is now taking a lot of those things he learned from his time with the Hoppers to his head duties here with the Duelers. As the next pitch is on the ground. Can Robinson get there? Yes, but it kicks off his glove, and that will go as an infield single for Anthony Zarlingo.
Now batting number 7, Rodriguez.
Joshua Rodriguez, the shortstop, will dig in now. Runners first and second, 1 down. Liam Samuels on the mound for your Duelers. First pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. On the day, Rodriguez 0 for 4. A line out to short, a fly out to left, and 2 strikeouts swinging. Next pitch. Just inside, missed the corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Samuel gets a sign from Rao. Here comes the next one. Big swing, no contact by Rodriguez, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2 your count. Joshua Rodriguez, the right-handed hitter and shortstop for the Hoppers tonight. Away to 1-2. Here it comes from Samuels. High, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Drew Donaldson leads off second. Anthony Zarlingo leads off first. With 1 down here, top of inning number 7. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss on his splitter in the dirt. Strike 3 swinging for Liam Samuels on a nasty splitter. Out number 2 recorded. As now will be Ren Tachioka up. Came in to pinch hit and is now in right field. First pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. Next pitch. And there's strike two. No balls and 2 strikes from Liam Samuels to Ren Tachioka. Oh and 2, first and second, 2 down. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss on another splitter by Samuels. Rao will throw the drop third strike over to Castle, and that's a nice job by Samuels to work out of his own mess. After the top of the 7th has been completed, your Duelers still hold a 7-3 lead. We head to the bottom half right after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in here, ready for the bottom of the 7th. We have a new pitcher coming on for the Hoptown Hoppers. It will be Oakley Albinson now coming up. As Oakley from Townsend University in Clearwater, Florida, the right-handed pitcher. A very tall righty on the mound for the Hoppers. The 4th pitcher on the day. After the starter Garrett Blevins went 4, Blake Sargent had the 5th, Cody Hupp had the 6th, and now Oakley Albinson out for the 7th. As the first batter to the plate
Duelers number 7, Robinson.
appears to be Kelvin Reese, I believe, maybe, or it's Quincy Smith, pinch hitting.
Correction, Quincy Smith.
Okay. Smith is pinch hitting for Rashad Robinson in the batting order at the 6th spot. First pitch from Albinson. Low and inside, ball 1. As Quincy Smith will dig in, pinch hitting for Rashad Robinson. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher. Here comes the next one. Inside, ball 2. Quincy will likely stay in the game at second, where Rashad was playing earlier. And that next one is low in the dirt. Bounces past the catcher. 3 balls and no strikes on the season. Quincy Smith, an even 200 batting average, 15 at-bats, 4 runs, 3 hits. So next one, ball number 4. And Smith will take first base. As Evan Kirk will now come up to pinch hit. In the DH spot, replacing Jackson Norris. Evan's been dealing with a little bit of arm soreness. As a throw to first, Quincy dives back in head first safely. As Evan Kirk, catcher, infielder, utility man for the Duelers. First pitch is inside, ball one. Evan from the University of Montevallo in Spanish Fork, Alabama. Dig in the right-handed hitter with Quincy Smith off first. Nobody down here, bottom of the seventh. Duelers up 7-3. Next one. Breaking ball bends in there, strike one. 1-1 the count. As Kirk awaits the 1-1 from Oakley Albinson. Here it comes. Chopper off the plate, in front of the plate. Catcher will head over to first, and that is an out recorded of Evan Kirk. 2-3 on the out there. And Quincy Smith advances to second with only one down here.
Next batter, number 15, Rao.
Brett Rao, the catcher, digs in now. 0 for 2 officially, along with a hit by pitch as well for Brett, the lefty. Here comes the first pitch for Albinson. High, ball one. The Duelers, 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Hoppers with 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Albinson gets his sign. Before the next pitch can be thrown, a timeout called for by Brett Rowell. He'll dig back in now to the left side. And await a 1-0. Here it comes. Breaking ball hangs way high and outside. Ball 2. 2-0. Quincy Smith leads off at second base with one down here, bottom of the seventh. Again, my name is Sam Reeves here with you tonight for game number 8 of the Duelers season. Coming into tonight, 5-2. The Hoppers coming in 5-3. A throwback behind the runner Smith, and it takes a very nice play by Joshua Rodriguez to save the ball from going into center field. That was not a very accurate throw at all. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to the catcher Brett Rowell. Here comes the pitch. Low for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. On that last pitch, maybe a little bit of overcompensation by the pitcher Albinson. Missed the last 2 way high, missed that one in the dirt. See if he can locate this one. 3 balls, no strikes. And that one missed inside. So that's a 1-out walk by Albinson. And Rowell will take first. As another pinch hitter, number 8, Treyan Dorsett, coming up now.
Now batting number 8, Dorsett.
Treyan will dig in now. Left side. After the walk to Brett Rowell. Albinson looks into his catcher Smith, gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch to Dorsett. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. So Dorsett is pinch hitting for Bryce Cape in the 9 spot. As the 0-1 from Albinson to Dorsett. Here it comes. And there's strike two. No balls, 2 strikes to Trey and Dorsett. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Here's the pitch. Fought off, foul ball. Count holds at 0-2. Trey and Dorsett from Stoneman College, a sophomore, born and raised in the Nassau, Bahamas, which is very cool. As the 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. High, ball 1. I was actually talking to Tran last week and kind of said, why would you leave the Bahamas to come to the come up here to play baseball? And he said, well, it's a chance to play. It's a chance to grow the game, and I'll never turn down a chance to play baseball collegiately. So he is here at Stoneman College. He actually is at Stoneman College and now up here in Bowling Green playing for the Franklin Duelers this summer. Dorsett, the 1-2, and that is swung on and missed, strike 3. Dorsett down swinging for out number 2.
Now batting number 26, Evans.
Top of the order now, Jonathan Evans, the right fielder, will dig in now for his 4th at-bat on the day. Strikeout swinging, out 3 unassisted in the 3rd, and a hit by pitch for Jonathan in the 6th. Oakley Albinson on the mound for the Hoppers. The Duelers are up 7-3 over Hoptown. Here comes the pitch. Runners take off. A double steal attempt to throw down to third. And it's all the way into left field. Around third comes Quincy Smith. He will score with ease. And the throw is even bobbled out there by the left fielder, Vergara. And that will allow Brett Rao to advance all the way over to third. The Duelers aggressive on the bases again. And that works to perfection. Another run comes home, make it 8-3. On a throwing error by the catcher, Anthony Smith. Now running at third. That is Rao with 2 down, and Jonathan Evans. No ball, no strike count. Here comes the first one to John. Inside, ball 1. That is one thing the Duelers have been all season. Very aggressive running the bases, and it's really helped, work to their advantage. You got to make the other team beat you and make the fundamental baseball plays to do so. And in so many instances, the other team has failed to do that, and the Duelers have taken advantage as the 1-0 is in there. Strike number 1, 1-1 the count now. 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Duelers. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Hoppers. Bottom of the 7th here from South Warren. Here comes the 1-1. Hangs high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Two balls and 1 strike to Jonathan Evans, the right fielder. Southern University in Starkville, Mississippi. As the 2-1 on its way. Low and inside, ball 3. And I guess that's ball 4. And a walk for Jonathan Evans.
Now batting number 21, Musrock.
Jackson Musrock, now up for the Duelers. Runners on first and third now with 2 down. Musrock, double on the first, 2 groundouts to short, and an RBI single in the 6th. First pitch to Musrock, and there's strike number 1. As Musrock will dig in, the right-handed hitter. Runner goes. The pitch is high and no throw. That's a stolen base for Jonathan Evans without any issues, and it's now second and third.
The fielders are just giving them the bat. They're just like, hey, we give it to you. You got to take it. They give it.
Next pitch hit on the ground to second. Second baseman over to first. Baxter to Alanis, and that will end the seventh. The Duelers add one more tally, and it's 8-3 after 7 on the Duelers Baseball Network. As welcome back into South Warren High School. Again, my name is Sam Reeves here with you. Top of the 8th inning, Luis Vergara into the box. One for 3 on the day for Luis. First pitch from Liam Samuels is high, ball 1. Samuels out there for his second inning of work. Liam, the third pitcher on the day for the Duelers. Next one, low for ball 2. 2-0 your count. Next one from Samuels, fouled straight back, 2 balls and 1 strike now. Luis Vergara had a home run in the first inning, the third batter of the game. And it wasn't a cheap one either. He absolutely crushed one for a solo homer. As the next pitch is just high, apparently, for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to Luis Vergara. Here's the pitch from Samuels. Fouled up behind the plate. Count is full now, 3-2. The Duelers, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Hoppers, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Here on a beautiful night for baseball, once again from South Warren, Game 4 of an 8-game homestand for your Duelers. As the 3-2 is swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. Vergara doesn't even try to run to first. Or is it foul? The umpire called it foul. Raul thought it was strike 3. But apparently it's a foul ball. Okay. Must have just got a piece of the plate. As it's still 3-2. The count holds right there at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Liam Samuels to Luis Vergara. Here's the pitch. Now that ball is absolutely crushed to left field. Will it stay in the park? It is foul. But man, that ball was hit on a line. deep down the left field line, and it just went foul. Vergara almost had another one, and I think he knows it coming back to the plate, shaking his head. As we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 8th inning here from South Warren High School. Duelers 8, Hoppers 3. The Duelers playing very good baseball right now as the 3-2 is inside or thereabout for ball 4. Samuels covers his face with his glove in disgust. They just missed it, and the home plate umpire has called that pitch in that spot all night long, so whether that's a strike or a ball, I don't know, but he's called that pitch a strike all day. But he doesn't give it to Samuels right there. And it's a leadoff walk to Vergara. First pitch is away, ball 1. To the next hitter, Edmundo Alanis. Next one on the ground is short. Nice pickup by Musrock. Second one over to first base. Double play. What a turn by the Duelers on defense. Musrock to Smith to Castle. And that's a 6-4-3 double play and a beauty. Put a star by that one, folks. What a turn by Jackson Musrock. Fantastic work with the glove over at short. All of a sudden now, nobody on. 2 down for the Hoppers in the 8th. Anthony Smith, the catcher, digs in. 2 outs, nobody on now in the 8th. As the coach for the Hoppers is arguing the call at first. It looked from here like he was out. And after the hitter 2 batters ago ended up walking on what should have been called strike 3, I don't know why he's really arguing, but he is. And now he'll go back to the dugout. Next batter, Anthony Smith, the catcher, digs in. First pitch from Samuels to Smith is down the line, foul, left field side. Dorsett gives it a look, but it lands foul. Two down, nobody on here, top of the 8th after a tremendous double play turned by Musrock, fed to Smith, and then over to Castle. 0-1. Off the inside corner. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. Samuels gets the sign. Here's the next one. Foul back. Out of play behind the plate, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Anthony Smith will dig back in. Had a homer in the 2nd, a walk in the 4th, and a fly out to right in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Poke to center, a very nice piece of hitting by Anthony Smith to take a pitch that was away off the plate and poke it off the end of the bat into center field for a 2-out single. That double play now is looking huge. That was just turned by the Duelers. Fred Fernandez, the DH, now up. A fly out to right, a walk, and a strikeout for Fernandez this evening. 0 for 2 officially. Up for his 4th AB of the night. Samuel's pitch. Fouled off for strike 1. 0-1 your count. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning from South Warren High School. Again, my name is Sam Reeves. Thank you all for joining us here for another edition of Duelers Baseball. Duelers looking to possibly win what would be their 4th straight if they can lock it down here tonight. Anthony Smith off of first base. Fernandez at the plate. Next one is ball number 1. 1-1 your count. Tight zone here by the home plate umpire, and it's kind of all of a sudden, too, because it hasn't been very tight so far tonight, but it is right now. Next one. Low, ball 2. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Anthony Smith, the Hoppers catcher, off of first base. Here's the next pitch. Low, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Blocked nicely by Brett Rao behind the plate. For the Duelers defensively, Rowell is behind the plate. Castle at first, Quincy Smith at second. Musrock at short, Jenkinson at third. Left to right in the outfield for the Duelers. Cheyenne Dorsett in left, Slaughter in center, and Jonathan Evans is in right. Here's the 3-1. Low and away, ball 4, and a walk for Fred Fernandez. 2 on, 2 out now. And a meeting at the mound for the pitching coach, Jacob Snyder, along with the catcher, Brett Rowell. And the shortstop, or the third baseman, Jenkinson up there as well. As we have 2 on with 2 out now after the walk to Fred Fernandez. Jacob Dupps will dig in now. After the meeting at the mound has concluded. That double play turned by the Duelers a minute ago is looking absolutely massive right now. And it was a beautifully turned double play by Musrock to Smith and then to Slaughter, or to Castle over at first, As it's Jacob Dupps, the third baseman, in now. A walk, a pop out to short, and a fly out to right in his outing today. That first pitch is called strike 1. As it's 0-1. The next pitch is in there, strike 2. Oh and 2. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Rowell to keep both runners where they're at. One ball and 2 strikes to the third baseman, Jacob Dupps. Here's the pitch from Samuels. Swung on and missed, strike 3, swinging. And that will end the 8th. Samuels works out of trouble again with help from the beautiful double play turned by the Duelers as well. After the top of the 8th, the Duelers 8, the Hoppers 3 on the Duelers Baseball Network. We'll be right back. While we have a minute, we would like to thank our sponsors. That include El Potrero, Cantina and Grill, located at 270 Trotters Lane in Franklin. El Potrero is a proud supporter of the Duelers. Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. If you need mortgage assistance in the Bowling Green area, contact Kelly Ann Sanders at 270-421-3157 today. Also, Peekaview Imaging. Whether it's 2D, 3D, or 4D ultrasounds, Peekaview is the place to go for your imaging needs. You can find them at 107 Roby Street in Franklin. We appreciate their support of Duelers Baseball. Also, Sure Stay Hotel, Bowling Green North. Located at 700 Interstate Drive in Bowling Green, Sure Stay by Best Western is the official hotel of the Duelers. If you're coming into town, be sure to check them out. Also, Wildfire Barbecue. Check them out at 105 State Street in Franklin. Available for dining or carry-out, Wildfire has been serving delicious barbecue for over 20 years. Wildfire is the official barbecue restaurant of Duelers Baseball. Also, we'd like to thank Woody's Glove Repair. Located in Franklin, Kentucky, Woody's brings old baseball gloves back to life and gives new ones a custom look. Offering relacing, repair, and break-in services, take your glove to the next level with Woody's Glove Repair today.
Leading off for the Duelers, number 23, Slaughter.
Now, Sam Slaughter, the 3-hole hitter, will dig in to face Dylan Brown. Sam on the day, a ground out to second, a home run. That was a big bomb for Sam. Go along with a fly out to center and a pop out to third. here in the bottom of the 8th. Duelers 8, Hoppers 3. First pitch, low and inside, ball 1 to Sam. New pitcher is Dylan Brown from Dordt University. Born and raised in Clarksville, Tennessee. Next pitch just misses, ball 2. 2-0 from Brown. From the windup, here it comes. Fouled straight back. Sam just missed it. Good swing, but fouled it right back. As Dylan Brown, 1 appearance, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 strikeout, no walks. The next one is ball 3. A very nice hitter's count upcoming for Sam Slaughter, the 3-hole batter, facing a 3-1 count from the newly entered Dylan Brown. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Slaughter, and the count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 to Sam Slaughter. Leading off here in the 8th, bottom half. As Brown gets his sign, here comes the 3-2. Apparently it gets the outside corner, and strike 3 has been called. Slaughter will slowly make his way back to the dugout. Out number 1. Mark Castle next to dig in for the Duelers. As Mark on the day. 1 for 3 with a walk. Also, that 1 hit is a big one, a home run off the bat of Mark. As before, Mark can dig in and await the first pitch, meeting at the mound between Anthony Smith, the catcher, and Dylan Brown, the pitcher. Ready to go for the first pitch to Mark Castle. Here it comes. Way high, ball number 1. The Duelers had 4 innings of work from their starter Stephen Oates on the mound. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Follow that up with Daniel Courtney working 2 innings. As the next pitch is hit in the air, foul, first base side, and a nice running catch there in foul territory by Edmundo Alanis, the first baseman, for out number 2. Now will be Matt Jenkinson up to the plate.
Now batting number 14, Jenkinson.
The third baseman. An RBI double, a single, a fly out to left, and a strikeout looking for Matt tonight. First pitch, outside and low, ball 1 to Matt. Daniel Courtney on in relief, worked 2 innings. No runs, no hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And now Liam Samuels has worked the last 2. Ground ball to short, nice pickup on the backhand by Rodriguez, and a fire across his body to first. 3 up, 3 down by Dylan Brown to end the 8th. We head to the 9th. 3 more outs for the Duelers to get. And they lead by a score of 8-3. We'll be right back after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in here at South Warren High School again. My name is Sam Reeves. Thank you all for tuning in. Here in the ninth inning, the Duelers 3 outs away from their 4th victory in a row here on the young season. Already had the best start in franchise history through 7 games in the young 3-year history of the Duelers franchise. Looking to extend it now with a possible 4th straight win if they can get 3 more outs here in the ninth. Your score? Currently, Duelers have 8 runs on 10 hits, no errors. The visiting Hoptown Hoppers, 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. On to do the closing, or at least to attempt to close this thing out, is Jacob Lassier. He will take the mound. The right-handed pitcher from North Georgia and Alpharetta, Georgia. As on the season for Jacob, 2 appearances and 2 saves and 2 opportunities for Jacob. So 2 for 2 in saves, 3 innings pitched total. 2 hits, 2 runs allowed for Jacob. As it will be Lassier on to do the honors of closing this thing out. As Jude Donaldson will dig in now. He came on to pinch hit for the second baseman Gavin Baxter in the 7th inning. Drew a walk his first time up. First pitch from Lassier. Outside corner, strike 1 called. Lassier will get a sign from his catcher Rao. Here comes the next one. Low. Apparently, it caught the bottom of the zone. Strike 2. Never mind. We'll take that if you're the Duelers. 0-2. Oh and 2. Lassier's next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 up, 1 down on a K for Jacob Lassier. And that's 1 up and 1 down here in the 9th.
Now batting number 4, Zarlingo.
Anthony Zarlingo next to greet Jacob. Had a single back in the 7th in his 1 AB of the day after coming on to pinch hit for Sean Sullivan. First pitch. Hit in the air to left. A nice piece of hitting down the line. It falls in front of Dorsett, who cuts it off nicely, though, and holds Zarlingo to a single. Nice job out there defensively and left by Dorsett to keep Zarlingo at first on a single and cut that one off. Double play ends it if Lassier can get one from Joshua Rodriguez, the shortstop. On the day, 0 for 5 for the leadoff man. First pitch, inside, ball 1. That 0 for 5 is comprised of 3 strikeouts, a fly out to left, and a line out to short to begin the game, and it was a nice play by Musrock. Musrock had 2 plays with stars by him in the scorebook. That play to start the game, leaping high to grab a liner, and a beautiful start to a double play just last inning to get Samuels out of a jam. 1-1 to Rodriguez. Pitch. Popped up high, out of play, strike 2. 1-2 your count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of inning number 9 here from South Warren High School. Head coach Kyle Schexnader, 2 outs away from getting a win over his former team. Next one. Good job to spoil that one away by Rodriguez. The count will hold at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Schexnader was an assistant coach at the Hoptown Hoppers last season and now the head man in charge of your Franklin Duelers here this summer. Trying to extend the Duelers' franchise best start to 6-2 with a win. The 1-2 from Lassier. Just misses. Low and away, baby. Call the ball. 2-2 your count. Really nice spot by Jacob there. Just couldn't get the call. 2-2. Here's the next pitch. Driven in the air to left center. Back goes Dorsett, and that's off the wall. Slaughter will back it up And a throw behind the runner goes all the way toward the dugout. And now a throw to the plate is not in time, as Orlingo will score on an errant throw from center by Sam Slaughter, backing up the play on a liner to left center. And it's 8-4 now, with a runner on third and one down. So that should go probably as a double, advancing on the air
Now batting number 1,
for Rodriguez.
Takioka.
And now Ren Tachioka into the box for his second up out of the day from Saimita, Japan. First pitch, low into the dirt, back to the screen. In comes Rodriguez to score, and it's 8-5 now. Duelers only up by 3. Wild pitch, charge to Lassier. And the run will come across and score. Now the bases are empty, though, for the Duelers, with one down here in the 9th. Lassier from the University of North Georgia. Here's the pitch. On the ground is short. Smith will grab it over to first baseman Mark Castle, and that is an easy out, number 2. 2 down now in the 9th for the Duelers. 1 out away from victory.
Now batting number 16, Vergara.
Luis Vergara, the left fielder, will dig in now. 1 for 3 officially. That one hit is a homer in the first for Luis. Also 2 walks. Swung on and missed on a fastball. 0-1. Base is empty. 2 down. Top of inning number 9. 8-5. Duelers in front. Pitch from Lassier. On the ground, third base side, foul. 1 strike away now. 0-2 your count. It's 0-2. Jacob Lassier facing Luis Vergara, the 3-hole hitter for the Hoppers. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called! And there it is. Win number 4 in a row for your Franklin Duelers. Ends on a strikeout looking by Jacob Lassier. He locks down the save. And the Duelers extend their record to 6 wins and only 2 losses here at South Warren High School. What a job by head coach Kyle Schexnader against his former club. Gets a hug out there at home plate by head coach Gary Vaught. And that's a win for the good guys. The Duelers back in the win column. Win number 6 and 4 in a row for your Duelers. A good start to the homestand, to say the least. They will be back at it tomorrow. Just a reminder, even though all the schedules you may see say 7:05 tomorrow night against the Duelers, first pitch is actually at 6 o'clock here from South Warren High School against the Paducah Chiefs. Final line here tonight. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the victorious Duelers. For the Hoptown Hoppers on the losing end, 5 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. And that will do it here. As the game ended on a strikeout looking by Jacob Lassier to end it. And that will end it for me as well. For Sam Reeves, thank you guys for joining us here this evening. Another victory for your Franklin Duelers, 4 in a row. Moves the record to 6-2 on the young OVL season. Back at it tomorrow night, 6 o'clock first pitch on the Duelers Baseball Network. Have a tremendous rest of your evening. Thank you again for joining us. Have a good night, everybody.